Hello, welcome to my channel. This is a bit of a tip of working with blank canvas. I've got a blank canvas here. This is part of my abstract flower 3, my square versus round comparisons. I've got the blank canvas. I've got I've got this square is what I'm working on right here. And this is the square that I'm taking the colors from. So this is a photocopy of the square canvas. So I get color for color identical to the square canvas. So what I'm doing is I've done up a template with a piece of cardboard. It's 10 by 10. I was thinking of doing a 20 by 20 and I thought that's just going to be too hard to keep track of. This is 20 by 20, this full square here. That's far too big to try and keep track of as a working piece. So what I've done is brought it down to the 10. I've done 4 of these already, so I'm starting to get into the hang of it. And I thought I would show you. So I'm not sure if you can see my drills. I'll pop them into the field. So these are my drills. I've got 2 packets of these. You may have seen them on my other kitting up or working with my other kit. They're nice and easy. They're small. They're handy to grab, and I can just work at one color at a time, and I can work on my placement. So each of these kind of works just like a grid pattern. So I've got to actually do some counting. So J is going 5 in from the right and 4 up. So this is why I don't want to go in too much detail. So that's 5 in and 4 up. There's 1 and there's 2. This works just like cross stitch. I don't know if you are familiar with cross stitching from a pattern, but this is pretty much how you do it with a needle and thread, and you just count your colors as you go. And yeah, it does work out reasonably easy. This kit, sorry, not the kit, the sticky contact came from Kufki, I think I ended up getting it from, as a blank canvas. The drills came from Stitches to Stones, and I have used them multiple times in the past, and I'm quite happy with them. Although this time round I got the wrong drills for one of the colors, which is why there's some empty spaces here, and I haven't heard back from the store when I sent them a message via Facebook, so I might have to go back on the store and actually go the other way around and send them an email, because I need those drills to finish this, and I don't have a great big stock of round. I need 3 bags, and I would like to get this finished, but it will be easy to fill them in even if they arrive and I'm halfway done with this, so I'm not stressing just yet. Placement of these isn't overly complicated. I'm making a bit of a mess. I think I'm actually I have damaged the tip of my pen. Sophie, not now. No. No, find something else to do. Oh yeah, I think I've damaged the tip of my pen, and go away, Sophie, go. Can you find me Kate? Can you go find me JC? Where's JC? So yeah, I may need to replace this tip in the top of the pen. Again, not a big deal, so long as I don't crush it. I tried pliers on a tip the other day and crushed it. So yes, be careful with your tips, people. That's over that one. Mine. So because I'm only working 100, 10 by 10, I'm hoping not to get too lost. I have had to move drills because I've got them in the wrong place. I've counted them wrong, essentially. And moving the drills on this canvas is a little bit tricky, which is why I think I've sharpened my tip a bit too much. Two, another three. Certainly takes less time than counted cross stitch, but you still have to be pretty particular. It's a little bit like the color blocking that we do, in that I've got a little run of all of these colors. No, that's the wrong color. Okay, see, that one's in the wrong place. I've got to put an eye in that spot. So I've got to get this moving just a smidge and then stick it back down. I could try and lift it with the tweezers, but let's just leave it at this. I haven't timed how long it takes to do 100. But it doesn't take overly long. I just want to make sure I'm careful, and that's really what's important. I think the other thing I'm going to need to do is completely strip all of my pens of blue tack and renew them so that I know they're all fresh. But if you get the idea, if you can still see this square, you're not going to see the details, I know, just with angles and stuff, but you get the idea. I'm going letter for letter, following the pattern on there, and at some point I will dig out my other canvas in the squares and double check that my colors are the same, because the point of this exercise was to go color for color matching and see which one looked better ultimately. And that's all that color. The Q's and the O's on this pattern are the same color background and same white front, I think. Let me just double check. Yeah, same white, which is really frustrating. But other than that, the pattern isn't too bad. The reason why I put the template on is so I can concentrate on the immediate area and not keep getting lost. If I was trying to fight my way around a bigger square, I think it would be much, much harder. I don't want to stick anything to my contact sheet. I don't want to write on it. I could do that as well. Write with a pen, because it will come off or move or be hidden. But decided not to do that too. Two, down one. And then there's a bit of a grid. So it doesn't really matter if I'm picking up two of the drills. One can get placed nearby, because I know I've got a large, large cluster. And then I try and just scoop that blue tack back in so that I haven't got spillover, which is what's picking up multiple drills, which can get a bit frustrating after a while. That's the whole section. I haven't tried doing multi-placers with this. I think it's too tricky. There isn't really much color blocking on this. Not now, Sophie. Go find Flopsy.
Flopsy. Flopsy.
Couple more. Now, because this is slightly different from where I was, I think it's these. I'll have to count because I've gone wrong. So I've got 1, 1, 2, space, 1, 2. Okay, that goes there. Go see if you can scrounge a biscuit from Daddy.
Oh. What do you think, Sophie? Biscuit? Want a biscuit? Who wants a biscuit? Anybody want a biscuit?
Food and kids, hey? Daddy's got them. Go get them. Scoop that off. Pick it up. Now I've got 3 to place and then there's a gap. So I can pop that one down and shove this one in. Some of these colours are quite similar to each other, so if I get them mixed up, I'm not necessarily knowing that I've placed something in the wrong place. I think I've already placed that one. R, and then I hope I'm getting it right. I know I'm probably going to have some errors. It's only going to be that it should be in the space next to it and not that space, or it's going to be in the space next to it as well. So ultimately it's hopefully not going to look too different because I'm in general getting these things in the right spot. Now I need to go up 4, that's an I, and go up another 2, that's an F. Why did I miss that? No, that's the wrong one. Again. Pop. Where'd you go? Sneaky jumping on the side of my pen. Right, that goes there, and then there's an I. Different shade of pink. And now, what am I missing? An I and an L. An I, and then 2 L's. Alright, that's it. That's 100. That's 10 by 10. Okay, so next, I've got to move down to the next one. So I see my 3 little euro signs. I need the section after that. I've got keepers, cover minders, holding it down, and I can just slide it down to the next section. It's blocked off. I've got a grid, which I'll show you in here. This is my measure. Let's do this one-handed. Shouldn't be. I hope I'm not nudging the phone too much, showing you this. It's standing on some very high-tech equipment of some, are they bull clips? No, not bull clips. They're these big ones. These picture, right? One of those, but big, and then two smaller ones. Yeah, I know, technology. All right, then I'll shuffle these so I can see my next grid. Set it up, get my cover minders, which my magnet is probably scooted across to the cat because it's a much stronger magnet. Oh, literally. Okay, now it's gone to the cat. I should really use a much stronger cover minder. There we go. So I've got to check my section is correct. So I've got my 3 euro symbols. I'm just below there. Let me get camera. Yeah, you can just about see. This is my next grid that I'm going to work on. I'm not going to keep you for this one, but just wanted to show you this is kind of how I'm working with getting the rounds onto a blank canvas. It's just like counted cross stitch. So take your time. Don't work in too big an area. My advice is the 10 by 10. It's actually a reasonable size. That has taken me 15 minutes, give or take, along with talking and my daughter going troppo next to me. All right, so just a quick tip. I have that resting on the square canvas, so hopefully my paper won't stick onto it because I'm being goofy. They gave me a canvas that was bigger than what I needed. I also made sure I gave them measurements that was bigger than what I needed. So I've got a border that I'll washi tape off the edges on and be able to trim it regardless. So yeah, slowly but surely, this isn't a race and we'll get it done eventually. All right, thank you for watching. Bye for now.